G'day guys, Simon and Levi here from Three Dragons Sports Bar in Hoi An, bringing you the NRL tips for round 11.
Yeah, Magic Round. So all the games up in Queensland, I think all of them at Suncorp.
Yeah, I think mostly. Yeah, I think they're all
Yeah,
in
so that's going to throw a bit of a spanner into home games for certain teams because there won't really be an advantage for them playing at home. Kicking off the round, we got Raiders Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's a fairly tough one to pick this one. I'm leaning towards the Bulldogs. Raiders, I think they potentially might have Rapana back. So that'd probably help them a little bit. I think it's just too many injuries still for the Raiders, and yeah.
I mean, that a week's rest, that a bye. So
Yeah, but there's still got quite a few, of the guys out. Like I said, I think potentially Rapana might be back, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, Bulldogs were okay against Penrith. I think that was a solid effort.
Yeah, once Cleary was out,
I mean, Cleary carved us up in back end of the we did really well for the first 25 to 30 minutes, and then Cleary was just too good for us. But I think we stayed in the fight, and last year they would have put a ton on us, and this year we're competitive, so that's good signs.
So who's you picking?
I'm going Bulldogs, but I think the Raiders might be able to overpower us through the middle just because they got bigger bodies there, and we were a bit undersized. But I reckon Bulldogs should have enough class to get that one.
Oh. We'll go on to the second game there. Seagulls home game against the Broncos at Suncorp. So
yeah,
no turbo obviously for Seagulls.
Yeah,
that's a massive out.
I think Broncos. The Eagles just been off. They haven't been switched on.
They've missed their second roller there, and he's back this week from suspension from the lift tackle.
Brown.
No.
The other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long name, I can't pronounce that well, so I'm not going to attempt it. Broncos.
It should do, yeah. I mean, Walsh going to cut out some of the errors.
It was better over the weekend. Broncos looked pretty good. We'll see whether Jock Madden's back or whether they keep Josh Rogers there. Rogers did a great job at number 7.
Be interesting, but I reckon Broncos.
Yep.
Then Saturday we got the Titans against the Knights to start things off. Titans with a gutsy win.
Gutsy win,
but big cost.
They're going to struggle, aren't they?
Foreign out, AJ Brimson out.
AJ as well, maybe.
AJ probably out. There's not some of these guys that might get fit by game time, but likely they lost 4 guys. Yeah. One of them foreign, one of them AJ Brimson during that game, and the Knights are kicking. They're just picking up wins.
Yeah, if the Titans hadn't lost those players, I probably would have actually gone the Titans. But I think the Knights just with a bit more of a steady team at the moment.
Yeah, I think the Titans will still be up for it and I'll have a good crack at it. But
He's showing some good signs there.
That's
sort of
definitely their attitude is right.
Yep.
A bit unfortunate with a bunch of injuries and maybe lacking a bit of class. They're good. Then that one's cracker. Sharks, Roosters.
Yeah. Well, Sharks, I changed my tip on them last week and ruined my perfect round because Nico was out. I'm thinking, Melbourne will get them done. But no, Sharks performed really well. Did all the little things right, and their outside backs and middle forwards do a great job. So playing well, but I don't think. Nico probably back, but Roosters are playing well as well. So
the Roosters
Walker's been killing it, and a very strong forward pack as well. So
I'm going Roosters, but I don't know.
Tip the Roosters, so I'm going to tip the Roosters in it. But man,
if the Sharks get another one here, then all of a sudden you kind of got to
Yeah.
But it's one of those, like, they keep winning and you keep kind of going, oh, I need to see just a little bit more, just a little bit more. And eventually you'll have to believe that they're actually the real deal this year, but we'll see.
Yeah. So then this is a real tough game to pick this next one, but there could be a lot of errors in this game.
Bunny's Cowboys.
Bunny's Cowboys.
Yeah, that's probably two of the worst teams in the competition at the moment.
Yeah, Cows came back. They came back well, whereas the Rabbits fade. So, you know, are the Rabbits going to get enough points early on to hold the Cowboys off?
Nah. It's got to be Cowboys.
Yeah, Cows.
But,
yeah, that's just the fitness of the Rabbitohs is pretty abysmal. Looks like he's that way anyway, you know. So
and I mean, Trell, even though he scored 2 tries, he made a lot of errors down the other end
off
of the field.
Off the back of fatigue. He was gassed. He was just like puffing and
bloody 3 weeks of getting himself ready,
but no game time. Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, Bunnies. Potential wooden spooners. That would be pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, if they get their fitness in a few weeks, then they've got a fair enough team. But there you go. Then we got next game. We got Warriors and Panthers.
Is that the first game on the Sunday? Or?
Yeah. First game Sunday. Warriors Panthers.
It got to be Penrith easily.
Cleary obviously out, but they seem to have a fair amount of depth there. That I think actually even their backup is out now as well.
Yeah, Schneider picked up an injury, but they got other people to fill in. Doesn't really matter. Plug and play.
Johnson out. They're missing a couple of their other playmakers who could come in as well. So
I mean, RTS was out this last week.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But the Warriors. That's going to be 5 losses in a row if they lose this one.
Once they start, once they pick up a couple of wins, I'll get back on them and I'll go for a run with them. But
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on
Can't tip them at the moment. Panthers all the way. Then we got another really interesting one. Storm Eels. So Moses may be back.
Yeah,
that's going to be a big inclusion for the Eels. The Eels were like man, they had the better of the Broncos for a good half of the game.
Yeah.
And their forwards were outstanding. Reagan was amazing. They played really well. Would have beaten a lot of teams.
Probably, yeah. I mean, they're a good team if they can get it on the park.
Yeah, it's so Storm not down in Melbourne, home game for them up in Brisbane. They can leak points as I'm saying. Jerome Hughes is the big one.
Yeah, if Hughes is in, then easily Storm. If Hughes is out,
that's he makes the difference in that side. Jerome.
Yeah, you can tell
their winning percentage when he's there or not is more than any other player in that team. So it's going to be interesting. I've actually tipped the Eels off the back of Moses being back there and thinking that the effort that the Eels showed early on will...
Yeah, interesting. I think I'm going to stick with the Storm, but definitely
bellyache
that people might...
bellyache doesn't usually...
that people might...
bellyache doesn't usually lose two in the white road. That's one thing. Storm, after that loss...
I'll go Storm.
Storm, okay.
And then to finish it off, we got Tigers against the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins are doing well.
Keep winning. Should have bloody picked them last week.
They even people out shifting positions and stuff like that. They just sort of turn up and get the job done, and they're playing a good style of football. They're entertaining, good to watch.
Yeah, they should get another win here and solidify themselves in the top 4. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of injuries they have, that's actually ridiculously impressive.
Yeah.
And they haven't really played the toughest draw, but still got to win those games. And a lot of other teams, I think, with that many key players out, would fade away, and they just keep ways to step up.
Yeah. So I think Flegger might be back sometime soon. He's not far off. Herbie had a great game. Shifted back to left centre instead of playing right centre this last game. Did pretty well for him.
Yeah,
so,
and I mean the fill-in fullback like Fuller, he's been solid. Like he's been really good.
Well,
I reckon Dolphins.
Give him a contract. You know, they got Milfs sitting there. Like man, I'd be giving that contract to
Fuller.
To Fuller there. Anyway, all right, there we go. There's our tips.
Yeah. Talk a bit of Origin or save that for next week.
Next week.
Yeah, I reckon next week. We'll talk Origin next week. Good luck with your tips. As always, like, comment, subscribe, helps us out a ton. And this should be our video number 100 as well. So a little.
Oh, really?
I think so. There's a few other videos there that are not fully related, but I think that's the 100th video on our channel. So see you there.